before we start, since this is episode, we're already live now, I guess.
Continue, Colin.
Garrett, we can cut this part out though, but we should do like something special for number 4. Brett Favre, you know?
Oh, Bobby Orr.
Sure, Brett Favre, Bobby Orr. Anyway, welcome to the Hive Adventures, everyone. I am your host, Garrett from Iowa, with my co-host, Dooley from Canada, and Daddy, apparently, also known as Colin from California. How are we doing today, boys?
Not doing too bad, Garrett. How are you?
Wonderful.
Fucking golden like a shower, boys. Let's fucking send her. Hockey season just started. Let's go.
Send in the car. Real quick, did you guys see that one tweet about the guy that said 10 years ago he started tweeting about hockey because all he did was drink beer, hated his family, and didn't have anything to do with his life?
Real quick. I spilled the beer. You got to pause it real quick.
Pause it. For those at home, we're not fucking pausing it.
Yeah, no. You're talking Danny Heatley All-Star.
Yeah. Now the only thing different is now he does cocaine too.
Yeah. I popped that one in the sports thread there on the Discord. Yeah, no, he's a gem. Do you ever see the old YouTube videos?
No.
He used to do voiceovers of Danny Heatley. And then so it'd be like Danny Heatley in the dressing room, and then they'd be doing an interview with him, and he'd be doing voiceovers of him going like, yeah, so, I'm pretty much the fucking best thing out there, and everyone else is kind of a piece of shit, but, I score fucking goals, so, whatever. Fucking do some lines off a fucking hooker after, just fucking do it. I'm a motherfucking all-star. I'm Danny Heatley.
Nice. Love it. Love it. Colin, are you back with us?
Internet 1.0.
Nice.
I am so sorry. So, the first time that we're going to post this to YouTube with the video, I just party fouled.
Pretty sure you
run really quick to go get a towel.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put a chug in the chat later for the party foul.
I agree. Might have to do a shoey at the end of the episode, actually.
I got some chug in the chat.
Yeah, you're gonna have to send a shoey into the chat.
I can't do a chug because I'm in the bedroom. The shoey's retired, boys.
No more shoey?
What? It's like every week there's something new that you're retiring.
Dude, I also retired Snapchat this week.
Is this going to be a weekly thing?
So I'm no longer on Snapchat either.
Oh,
yeah. Until Colin becomes an adult.
So permanently retired.
It sounds like this was a decision that was made for you, not by you.
It was made by me.
Strong,
it was made by me. I had the choice.
Was the choice a girlfriend or Snapchat?
But I made the decision on my own. No, it wasn't like that. I just feel like Snapchat's like a single person's app. So I'm in a relationship now. There's no point in having Snapchat. And plus, I get so sick of getting Snapchats from people because, yeah, pretty much, dude. Like, there's no reason to have Snapchat if you're in a relationship.
Yeah. All right. So what's our?
Just my personal opinion.
What's our sip check today?
Sip check.
I got myself some Great Western Original 16, some Saskatchewan beer.
I have Busch Light.
Mixing it up.
Keystone.
There we go.
Keystones.
Dude, I've been on a Keystone kick the last 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah, I've noticed. It's definitely a little bit different. It is mellow. What it is.
Yeah, dude, but Keystone kicks hard.
Yeah, me and Keystone don't get along. It makes my stomach hurt for some reason.
Oh, I thought we were going to hear another arrested at the courthouse story.
No. What you got, Colin?
So I'm gonna be honest with you. Why I started drinking Keystone again. So, you know that song Keystone Clan?
No.
Nope.
There's a song called Keystone Climb. It's like one of my favorites. And like I was listening to it and I was just like, man, dude, this is badass. I love this shit.
I mean, yeah, I didn't know that song.
So like it was like that song. Well, I'll send you the song and the link, but it's legit, dude. I love the song. But then also, so me lady's brother, me lady's like brother-in-law also drinks Keystone, and I ran out of beer too one day, and I was drinking at his house. So I was like, oh, I'll drink a Keystone, and now I'm like, hey, you know, like either way, either one of us runs out, you know, like we're both golden on beers, you know, like a shower.
Gotcha. Golden like a shower.
All right.
Almost had to beat a kid. I will edit that out, not really. But that was a joke in case the NSA is watching. All right. Story time. Something we got Dooley doing story time this week. Something about getting drunk in a moose's jaw.
I paid my taxes in case the IRS is listening.
Okay.
Yeah, I mark down every loss and every gain, just for tax purposes. Yeah, so when I right after I graduated, I went to school in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. And for those who don't know, Moose Jaw is a small city in southern Saskatchewan, about 35,000 people. But for me, growing up in a town of about 5,000 people, that's pretty big. So it took me a while to figure out how to get around there. And lo and behold, it literally is just pretty much a straight line to go all the way downtown to where I live. But for the sake of the story, it's a difficult place to navigate. So it was end of first semester, and I'm not particularly legal to drink in the bar at the time, but managed to get in there somehow. And we had a fun night. And then me and me and a buddy went to go walk home. It's probably 1:30 or something. I think we left before the bar closed. So we're walking down Main Street, and he lived just off of the main drag. So we figured we'd just go chill out at his house and then pass out on his couch or whatever. And so we're walking home and ended up seeing a Tim Hortons on the way. All right, swinging to Tim's.
Quick question.
Oh, yeah.
What's Tim Hortons?
Seriously? Coffee shop, coffee, kind of. I don't know. I guess like a Dunkin' Donuts. I guess. Pretty much the same deal, just Canadian.
Oh, Colin, did you know what a Tim Hortons was?
But better. Oh, I knew exactly what Tim Hortons was, bro. So like, if you listen to like any type of like Canadian culture or anything, like whenever it came to TikTok, they had this song called Tim's Run, and I've been obsessed with wanting to go to Tim Hortons ever since. And it's like, I'm going on a Tim's Run. Let me know what you want. I can pick it all up. Ooh. And it was just catchy as hell. You should check it out.
That sounds like a commercial jingle, not a song. It sounds like a jingle somebody wrote for a commercial.
They probably did, actually, but
they got turned into a jingle for a commercial.
Okay, so you go to the Tim Hortons.
So we go to Tim Hortons to grab ourselves a couple sandwiches because it was open. That one was open all night. So we pop in there and we order our food. So we're waiting for it to get ready and prepared and stuff. And my buddy goes to the bathroom to take a piss. So okay, whatever. Still waiting for the food. Stuff comes, grab it, sit down, and eat. Takes him a while. He doesn't come back for a bit. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I don't know if he's throwing up, shitting, or what. So I finish my food, and he comes out. Okay, cool. So he sits down, starts eating his stuff, and I got to go to the bathroom now. So I go to the bathroom and take a leak. Come back out. My buddy's fucking long gone. He's just disappeared.
Gone.
Yeah. So
did he take your food?
No. See, that's the thing, because after talking to him what's up, Colin?
Did you at least get his food too, though? Did you at least get his food that he ordered that he forgot, or you just forget your food?
No, he didn't forget. Neither of us forgot. We just kind of were crossing paths as we were going to the washroom and also eating.
So he ate his food and then left.
Yeah. And
while you were in the pisser.
While I was in the washroom. And then, so I come out, and the funny thing is, when he walked out, he looked through he told me this after, he's like, he looked through the mirror or the window, and he's seen, he's like, man, someone left a perfectly good sandwich on the table. I can't believe someone would do that. And then he fucking carried on. That was my sandwich that I hadn't finished eating yet. So anyway, so I was like, okay.
Whoa. So he ate your sandwich?
No, he didn't eat my sandwich. He just told me after that he looked through the window and seen it. And I was like, fuck, why would someone leave a perfectly good sandwich on the table?
So he just he finished his food and walked out.
Oh, he's like, I don't know where the fuck he went. So so he's like, oh, I guess I'll just go home. He'd probably beat me there or something like that.
Okay.
So he's gone. I come out and okay, whatever. Finish my food. Look around for a little bit, see if maybe he went somewhere around the corner or something like that. No, nothing. So I start walking, and I have an idea where he is, because there was a Blockbuster right by his house that we would pop in, grab movies, because this is still 2010. So this is like right on the brink of Blockbuster still being a thing. And so I'm walking down Main Street looking for this Blockbuster. Can't fucking find it. So I'm like, okay, if I keep going, there is a bridge coming up, and when I cross that bridge, then I know where there's a department store, a Canadian Tire, and then my apartment's right over there. So whatever, I'll just walk home. Now, something I left out a little bit earlier is this was end of first semester in Canada, so it's December and it's like -20 out Celsius.
So balmy.
Well, the way I was dressed, you'd think so, because I was wearing a fucking just a light sweater, jeans, and a shirt. Colin?
How do you walk outside when it's that cold? Like, honestly, like, I'm thinking, like, walking out, like, I've grown up in California my whole life. So, like, the area where I live at, like, our wintertime is like our wintertime would be like how cold it is for you right now. So, like, I can wear, like, my one flannel I have. That's from, I can wear one of my one flannels and wear a couple flannels. Don't really need a jacket most of the time, but I like wearing a jacket occasionally because, you know. Yep. But, like, I could not imagine -20 Celsius walking outside unless I had to.
For our American viewers, that is -4 Fahrenheit, so below zero.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just you grow up with it, Colin. -20 is actually not a terrible temperature.
Zero's not bad as long as it's not windy.
Yeah,
and the wind is what will kick your ass.
Yeah, and this was middle of the night, so thankfully it wasn't too windy out, even though it is in the prairies. So, yeah, pretty much just tough it out, Colin. That's about all we do.
Okay, so you come out of the bathroom in the Tim Hortons, and you realize your buddy is gone. So you sit down and finish your food?
Yep. Go out. Figure, okay, I know where to go. I know where to go to get to my buddy's place. Start walking. Can't find the landmark I'm looking for. Can't find the Blockbuster. So keep walking, expecting to see a Canadian Tire. Don't end up seeing Canadian Tire. Turns out I took the wrong turn. Like when I left Tim Hortons, I didn't go down the right street initially, so I just started walking the completely wrong direction. So I ended up getting to the fucking golf course and to a field, and we had a little bit of snow that year at that point, so it was about knee deep. And then I see a big red sign in the distance. And again, for the American listeners who probably don't know, Canadian Tire, the colors are red. And also PV Mart, a farm supplies store, also has a red sign.
Okay.
I see the red sign across the field. So I start trekking through about knee-deep snow with sneakers on, jeans, and a light sweater. I go through a couple ditches, stumble a few times, take a few breathers, because, again, I'm pretty fucking drunk. And I get to the sign, and I look up, and it's a goddamn PV Mart. The thing is, with the PV Mart in Moose Jaw, I had no fucking clue where that was at the time.
Were you aware that one existed?
No, not a chance. I was lost. So, by myself in a city or a small city that I don't know where I am, and it's small town or it's Saskatchewan, so everything's relatively spread out. Not a fucking clue where I'm going. So,
correct me if I'm wrong. It's all flat too. It's not like there's hills or anything that you can use to orientate yourself.
Very gradual slopes.
Yes, Colin.
So like with the flatland, so it'd be like equivalent to like with Garrett, you're in like the summertime with like all the corn out, but like instead in Saskatchewan, you guys have all the snow out.
No, in December we have snow too.
Yeah, I know it's
like that area, like this.
But yeah, Iowa's pretty flat.
Yeah, it's similar landscape as like Midwest or Midwestern America, because again, it's farmland, right? So, okay, so but thing about the BV Mart, and I knew enough, is it was on a there was a four lane highway or freeway cutting through there, so I have a general idea that where my apartment is pretty much coming right off of the one highway coming into town, and it intersects with a 4-lane. So I'm like, okay, looking left and right. I think if I go left, I'm probably going to be I should be heading back into town, so I should be going the right direction. So I start jogging, pissed drunk. It's about 3:30 in the morning at this point, and the roads are icy. So I slipped and fell probably about 5 times.
Were you bleeding?
No, because there was so much ice on the ground, you just fall and slide.
Okay.
Yeah. So probably was trotting around for about 5-10 minutes, and then a truck pulled up. Now, I was at the point where I was like, okay, I need fucking help. So I waved him down, and they're like, you know where you're going, bud? I said, well, not exactly. I know that's PV Mart over there. I'm trying to get to Canadian Tire because my apartment's right by there. And they kind of see him kind of chuckle a little bit, and all of a sudden a guy pokes his head out from the back seat. And there's a guy who was in my fucking class from school that year. He goes, Schoolie, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm just trying to get home. What the fuck are you doing out here? Get in the goddamn truck. Jumped in, drove me home. Got home safe. Ended up leaving like 5 hours later to go back home, which is about an 8-hour drive with a buddy of mine.
What happened to your buddy from the Tim Horton?
He knew where he was going. He just went home. I talked to him later about it, and he's like, yeah. I seen a sandwich on the table, and I thought, who the fuck would leave a perfectly good sandwich out there? Jesus Christ. And then he left. So, were this okay, sorry, sound like
Colin.
Someone say something?
So, yeah, so what your buddy was probably thinking whenever he sees the sandwich, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm hearing the story, I'm just like, he's probably like, some drunk asshole got super drunk, left his sandwich, and what an idiot. Like, who just leaves good sandwich, like, I could have eaten that. I would have probably gone and eaten the sandwich, though, myself.
Well, you hit the nail on the head, minus the dirtbag portion at the end.
Depending on how intoxicated I was,
Yeah, I'm just surprised that you guys just like straight ditch each other in the middle of winter in Canada. That seems like a not good play.
It's kind of just an assumption that you're going to find your way home. There wasn't exactly a sense of emergency.
Well, isn't it like states like North Dakota, they have like laws that like if you see someone. Isn't there like certain areas though, like when you see someone out stranded in the middle of the road, you have to stop and help them because of the.
No,
like you have to stop and help them because someone could freeze to death.
It's not a law. It's just what people in these parts of the world do.
Yeah. Generally, when it's cold enough and you see someone walking, you usually stop to say, "Need a ride?" or "Are you okay?" But
yeah, we don't have laws about that kind of stuff in Iowa because it's Iowa, and like my mom decided to start walking for exercise, and they live out in the country. The first day she went out walking, 5 people stopped and offered to give her a ride home. And this was in the summer. Like,
what do you? So you're walking for fun?
Yeah,
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Yeah, they're just like I think she only knew half of them too. Like half the people that stopped. You know, there's like, hey, you need a ride somewhere? You lost your car breakdown, and I'm just like, nope, just out for exercise. See ya.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That sounds like such fucking small town, just small town shit right there.
Yeah, very, very, very much so. Speaking of small town shit, for Canadian shit this week.
Oh, I'm not done yet.
You're not done yet. Oh shit.
I gotta just I'll make it quick here. I got a little tie-in story that has to do with when I said that when I got picked up in that truck there, they drove me home and it was all good. There's no problems after that. So I was at a golf tournament this year, and this someone from town here brought a couple buddies from somewhere else, and they got pissed up the first day of the tournament. So how the tournament goes, you play 18, your scores indicate where you're flighted in the tournament for the next round on the next day. So he was kind of shot low because he got pissed up, but he didn't show up the next day. No one knew where he was. He kind of was trying to pick a few fights in the clubhouse that evening, and they kind of calmed him down, kicked him out, and then all of a sudden he disappeared. Gone. No one knew where he was. Turns out he showed up because you do two 9-hole match plays, and he turned up with about 4 holes left on the first match. Turns out he got picked up in a van somewhere. The guys in the van kicked the fucking shit out of him and just dumped him in a ditch. And he slept in the ditch until like 10 o'clock in the morning. Walked up to someone's house, knocked on the door sheepishly, and was just like, I don't know where I am, but I need to be at the golf course. So they gave him a coffee, drove him to the golf course, and then he finished his day. So okay. I'm lucky that didn't happen to me.
Was the van real, or did he just get hammered and fall into a ditch and go to sleep?
Well, that's a discussion that we are all having, but the story is he got picked up in a van and got the shit kicked out of him, and they dumped him in a ditch and he fell asleep. And it's September long, which this year was warm, but usually we hit
on this Dooley,
zero. Colin?
I think Colin lost his
thought. As a guy that has ridden in tons of random strangers' vehicles that he doesn't know who they are because he left a party with them, I don't believe that, because like if you're going out drinking with a bunch of people, then like you're going out and you're having fun with those people and you're going to continue the party. He probably got drunk after being in the van. They pulled over so he could pee. And that's probably what happened.
No,
or at least that's what's happened to me before. But
he was
like, no one's ever kicked my ass in a random car, you know.
He like disappeared from all his buddies. Like they didn't. It's not like they were out partying at someone's house. He like after the golf course, like he disappeared at like 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock.
He probably just went wandering, got lost, and slept in a ditch, I would guess.
Oh no, he was beaten up. Like his face was. He was fucking thrashed.
Shit.
He had like his lip was all cut up and he had a black eye. He had the shit kicked out of him.
Okay, you didn't mention that part earlier, that he actually had the shit kicked out of him.
I thought by saying that he got picked up in a van, they kicked the shit out of him, dumped him in the ditch. I thought that was enough.
Well, yeah, but then I questioned whether or not the van was real, and you didn't mention that he had actually had the shit kicked out of him, like visibly.
The scars to prove it. Yeah,
that definitely lends credence to the random
I
guys
heard
in the
him-
van.
Yeah. So there you go, Colin. Not all Canadians are nice.
This is good fun watching Colin.
Yeah.
Now, with me and past experiences, I have fallen into the side of houses before. Like, there have been times with me before, guys, that like I've got drunk and gone to house parties, and it looked like I got the shit kicked out of me, but it was just me falling over drunk, falling into something. Like that could have happened too, and then he just said he got his ass kicked because he was embarrassed because he fell.
Maybe.
Fair enough. I did.
As a
fall
guy
into
that lived his
river
life like that for a while, like yeah, like that's definitely probably what happened.
Yeah, that's fair. I did fall into a river once, but that's a story for another episode. All right, real quick, Dooley. Canadian shit that needs to be explained for us American folks.
Okay.
Yeah. So
How does Regina rhyme with fun, eh?
I figure that's how you're pronouncing it. That's why you didn't know. Regina.
you should do the
It still
Canadian
doesn't rhyme
tuxedo
with
for the
fun.
first go around.
What rhymes with Regina?
That's a stretch, homie.
No, it's a colloquial slogan of the city. Regina. It's a city that rhymes with fun.
But it doesn't.
Well, it's kind of a bit of a play on words, or a bit of a metaphor, or whatever you want to call it.
Something we can't say right now because we're about to put this on YouTube.
No, it just
I got it. I got it marked as non-kid content, so we're all right.
Yeah, it does. It rhymes with it perfect. You just gotta switch one word.
like I said. Well, Regina,
I
vagina,
mean one letter.
city that rhymes with fun.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all that is.
And
Just
that's
a-
like that. That's
Okay,
not like
yeah.
the
No, it
local
rhymes with
joke.
vagina. That's what
they
he's trying to say right
actually
now. Because,
meant.
like, that's a lot of fun, Like,
Well, no, I get that, Colin. Okay, I'm not, I'm just trying. Like, I don't see a city manager sitting down with the city council.
It's not like it's the official slogan. It's just that's what. If you've been to Regina or you go going to Regina.
I'm pretty sure that there's this one drunk dude that, like, started this town.
Well, it very well might be a sportscaster in Canada, because he loves going to Saskatchewan and he loves going to Saskatoon and Regina, and always on his podcast he likes to say it's a city that rhymes with fun. So.
Oh, okay, so it's not like a city slogan. It's just
No.
something
Like I
people
said,
in Saskatchewan say about Regina.
Yes. Well, like I said,
Okay, that makes more sense.
it's a colloquial term or colloquial slogan.
I don't know what the fuck that word means.
It's just like a townsfolky slogan. Like it's what the people call it, but not actually officially call it.
I think that's referred to as the unofficial slogan.
Well, I use big words for you, Colin, or Garrett. Sorry.
Stop. Okay. Now the segment everybody's been waiting for.
So I've got an idea of how the city was discovered.
Okay.
So I want to go on the Regina. It's a beautiful city. I'm actually about to order, whenever like I actually have a little bit more money in my pocket, I'm going to order me a sweatshirt, University of Regina football program, I'm going to be rocking the sweatshirt all the time. But what I think is the guy that started the town was trying to call the town Vagina because it was his favorite thing in the whole entire world. But what happened was he had a speech impediment. So it sounded like Regina instead of vagina. So that's why he started the town name like that.
Hey, maybe. But
so the guy had a speech impediment. That's why it's not vagina, it's Regina.
It also probably has something to do with the fact that it was one of the first cities in the province, and most cities are named after royalty, which I'm sure there was a Princess Regina or something like that.
I'm going to stop.
But your stories. Your stories.
If there was a Regina that was like a royalty and stuff. Yeah, he was thinking of the Queen's Bush. You know what I mean? That's what he was thinking. He was like, so this guy starts his town up. Like, he's over here in Saskatchewan, and he's over there just hanging out. He's like, oh, hey, bud, you want to go out for a rep? I just got this new horse, It's pretty nice. We got the moose, too, if we want to go a little bit deeper in the woods. So what he's doing is he's hanging out.
Over 30 minutes that way.
And, but imagine he's got speech impediment, too, then. Oh, hey, we're going to go take the moose over there, eh? And so he's like over there hanging out, and he's thinking about the Queen's Bush. And he's just like, man, that's what he was about. That because like the Queen was hot, like everyone was like, she real nice, Clark. But hey, guys, speaking of Bush, you guys want to hear a story?
I was going to say it's a perfect tie-in because Moose Jaw is only
about 30 minutes away from Regina. Perfectly segmented this into it. So I want to
perfectly segmented it into it.
Colin, what do you have
to say?
Segued,
Colin. Segue.
Referencing a bush.
Yeah, so you guys kind of segmented into this perfectly with Regina. And so I'm going to tell you guys about the story of Bush. Speaking of Bush, so this is where the fascination came into play whenever I was a kid. So we had this bush on my street. Like it was like in between, like how like the streets go and it's like a street with no houses on it. But like everyone had up all these bushes.
Okay, you have all the bushes.
So like they had all these bushes up. And everyone would like the rule was as kids, it was a don't ask, don't tell. You take whatever porn you can get and you put it in there if you can get it from your parents. So it was like the common porn spot where everyone would hide their porn.
It was the beaten bush.
Dude, I'm bringing this back to triple B's right now. But so the first one I ever opened though, like so you go into this thing, you go into this bush, and then there's like this little spot that's like right there where you can hang out. So I'm surprised a homeless guy did not live there at this time because it would be a perfect homeless house because you wouldn't be able to see it.
He did.
We go in there and we open up these magazines. First page I open up, full bush. Like I'm talking like full on like 1980s, early 90s, just full on bush.
So this is like a hat on a hat situation. Right?
It's probably my favorite magazine ever.
Great story. It really was. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh when I said that. It was a good story.
Am I still here?
All right. I'm going to segment into the great debate. Even though we're running a little long, we're going to throw this on the end. The question of the day, is a hot dog a taco? I'm going to open and say no.
Yeah, it was like a triple
fucking hot dog.
Bit, bro?
What's that, Colin?
Right,
a hot dog is not a taco. It's a hot dog.
No, Kimosabi. No. All a taco is a Hispanic hot dog.
No, a hot
so
dog
if you think about it, because like it's got the taco meat. Out in Mexico, they eat tacos. So all it is Spanish is like the Mexican version of a hot dog. That's what a taco is. So like how kids go to a ball game, we get a hot dog. Kid goes to a soccer game down in Mexico, he gets a taco.
No.
The
delivery
system is
that doesn't make it the same thing. You go to Italy, you get freaking lasagna at your pizza game. That doesn't make that a hot dog.
So technically, It's an all beef hot dog, and a hot dog is on flour bread. A tortilla, you get a flour tortilla with your asada on it. So technically, they're both made out of the same product.
Number one, I don't know where you get off thinking hot dogs are beef. Hot dogs are like the leftovers from the slaughterhouse floor. Number two, if you go to the soccer game in Italy, they give you lasagna.
I understand the Italy debate, but like, that's a debate for another day. Right now, we're talking tacos and hot dogs.
Yeah. You said that if you go to a soccer game in Mexico, you get a taco just like you get a hot dog in America. Well, in Italy, if you go to a soccer game, you get lasagna. That doesn't make lasagna a hot dog.
Well, I'm just saying, like, that's a different debate for a different day, though. Like, it has nothing to do with that. But, like,
it has everything to do with it. It's two different countries. Just because they do it differently in different countries doesn't mean it's the same fucking food.
We could make the debate for another day. I might be able to argue that one. Give me some time. Let me get the documents.
So what would you say? So, Garrett, what would you say about the fact that the delivery system is?
What I'm saying is it's the byproduct of the same thing. So with your taco, with your tortilla, it's made out of flour. Your hot dog bun is made out of flour. Therefore, they're both byproducts of flour. All the hot dogs I get the all beef hot dogs. And when I eat asada, it's all beef because technically asada is beef. It's steak. So technically, on that part, a hot dog, all a taco is a Mexican version of a hot dog.
That doesn't make it a hot dog.
And it's way better than a regular hot dog.
I agree with you there, but just because it's...
Oh, that still makes it a hot dog. Like, hey, I got the documents right here, you know?
I don't know. I don't think throwing a taco down a hallway, or it's saying it's like throwing a taco down a hallway, it has the same ring to it, though.
That is very true. And just because they do it differently in Mexico doesn't make it the same thing.
Tacos?
I mean, a taco is generally considered the opposite of a hot dog.
Think about it, too. It's also shaped the same exact way. So with your taco, it's shaped like this.
Yeah, but a taco is one piece, like a round tortilla that you fold together.
I'd throw a taco down the hallway. I could roll with it. Like, I can make that thing now. You want to make me? I'm going to make that thing now.
You're going to put a taco in a hot dog bun?
No, it's not two pieces of bread. It's one piece of bread cut in half, and then you fold it out, and then you put the hot dog bun in there, and then fold it in. Or if you're like me, you just take one piece of bread and wrap it.
If you take a piece of cake and cut it in half, how many pieces of cake do you have?
The what?
I think Colin's talking about slicing it. So you're not completely cutting it in half. You're just slicing it a little bit. So the back's open.
It's not the same thing. A hot dog bun is like a V. A taco is a flat deal that you just roll up to eat.
Oh, that's a burrito.
Okay, guys. But what I'm saying is, like, with one piece of bread with a hot dog, it's like I'll put one piece of bread
one continuous piece, not a V. It's a U.
I bet you can make a U-shaped bun.
Well, you could, but that doesn't. You don't. A hot dog is served on a V-shaped bun. A taco is in a U-shaped shell. It's two different things.
Colin, answer me this. So if a hot dog is a taco...
Both are beef that I deal with.
In baseball, when you say oppo taco for talking about an opposite field home run, what would you say if then a hot dog?
You can make no. Have you ever seen those Doritos Locos tacos? Have you ever seen the Doritos Locos tacos? Or you?
Yeah, and a hot dog bun is a V.
I'm like an off-field Frank for if we're actually going to decide on.
I can make the argument that taco. I feel like they're universal. You know, they go hand in hand together. Both are tacos and both are hot dogs. You know.
No. A hot dog, by definition, has like.
Well, we can decide that a hot dog is a taco too.
A hot dog is not a taco, and a taco is not a hot dog. They are two completely different things.
Your argument works.
Completely different parts of the world. They're not even close to the same thing.
Yeah, and there's intestines on my meat that I'm putting in tacos.
I would certainly hope not.
You're not going to change my mind on this, Garrett. This is where we got to respectfully decline.
Well,
I'm not going to change my mind on this. I'm very set in my ways.
I think I've come to a decision on this. You guys both made some really great, valid points, especially with the with calling a taco a Mexican hot dog and whatnot. But I'm going to have to say that taco is a sloppy Joe. It's neither a hot dog nor not. So it's kind of a little bit of both. So hot dog is a sloppy Joe. That's it.
That's the show, folks. Thanks y'all for tuning in. I'm Garrett from Iowa. Colin, where can the people find you now that you have deleted all your social media?
Living in the bunker now.
I haven't deleted all my social media. I'm still on Twitter, and I'm still on Instagram, and I'm still on Facebook. You can follow me at Real Big Jern on Twitter, at Real Big Jern on Instagram. Colin Gail Phillips on Facebook, and pretty soon I might start a Parler account. Who knows?
Nice. Dooley.
Twitter at Dooley_24.
And hi, you can find me on Twitter and TikTok at Garrett from Iowa. Once again, thank you all for hanging out. We love you all. Thanks for listening.
See you later.
Love you guys.